What's up, YouTube? jDantastic here, and this is Hyper Dragon Ball Z. Look at this sweet press start screen. I am doing a review of the new Hyper Dragon Ball Z build. This is the third build in the installments of Hyper Dragon Ball Z. The previous build that I had was the Evo 2014 build. This is the Majin build. So there are a ton of updates that they have made to the game just between the last build and this build. So I'm just going to kind of go down the list here and just name off some stuff that they have updated. So let's see, they switched around some of the effects or the common sound effects for all the characters so that everything sounds better. They switched up some of the default color palettes for the characters so that all the characters look better. There are updated sprites. There are brand new sprites altogether for the different characters. Let's see, normal Vegeta has bug fixes. The three characters that came out not so long ago are actually a part of this build, so they're built into this. I had to add those characters separately to the previous build that came out, so they had to be downloaded separately and added to the game. They're actually a part of this build. So those characters are Majin Vegeta, who was added, along with his AI. Babidi was added, and let's see, Hercule is now a straight up playable character. Here, let me take a look at the character list. I'm trying to remember some of this stuff off the top of my head. Oh, and we have Majin Vegeta as a character as well. So we've got Majin Vegeta, Babidi, and then Hercule is added in. So we've got those three characters that previously would have had to have been downloaded and added separately if you wanted to play as those characters. There has been some AI updates to several different characters. Frieza is finished now, so that is amazing. He still needs some AI work, but it is on its way. Let's see, there are new maps. So there are Namek with Purunga, there's Dying Namek, there's an alternate city stage, there's Kami's Lookout, there's a stage that's in space that has Beerus and Whis, which actually I think, let me see if I can pull it up here. 1 second. I think if I go into training and pick different characters, let's see, Saiyan Prince, yeah, stage 15, space. So if we go to this stage here, we can see one of the new stages, which is going to be pretty sweet. We got Frieza versus Vegeta here, and Whis and Beerus should show up. There they are. Look at them just floating around there in the background. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? They're just whispering back and forth, whispering sweet nothings back there. And look how good they look. Oh man, I hope they get added to the game eventually, because that would be amazing. We're gonna back out of here. So this is the full character roster that comes with the game right now. They are working on 3 other characters. They're currently working on Piccolo, Gotenks, and Super Buu, and those are most likely going to be added with build number 4, I'm gathering. I'm imagining they're probably going to do kind of like what they did last time and release the characters kind of as a one-off, but then the next build they'll actually be a part of the build, so that's going to be really cool. The arcade mode has been switched around a little bit so that the order of characters that you fight is a little bit different than it has been in the past. Let's see, there were the 2 characters added that were special characters. I happened to notice them in the character file. I actually put up a video yesterday, so there's a annotation somewhere on the screen here if you want to click that, watch that video, or there's a link in the description below if you want to see how to add. They refer to them as Saiyan Goku and Saiyan Vegeta in the game itself, but a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, however you prefer to say it. So they were added as boss characters. So if you just download the game and you're wondering why you don't have this Goku and this Vegeta, that's because they're not actually added to the select screen. You have to do that manually. And so I have a video up that tells you how to do that if you want to add those 2 characters there. So this is the full character roster that we have so far. So we've got Super Saiyan Blue Goku, we've got Hercule Satan, we've got Goku, regular Goku, we've got Gohan, Vegeta, regular Vegeta. We got Majin Vegeta, who is Super Saiyan form. We got Frieza in his final form. We got Super Saiyan Goku. We got Babidi. And we got our boy Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So a lot of awesome characters with 3 more epic characters on the way. Ton of map updates, ton of character updates. They added a different music version. So if you don't want to use the default music that comes with the game, you can actually change the files. It comes in the download, and you can put music in that is from actual Dragon Ball Z games, which I thought was actually a really cool touch. So if you want to play with music from the Dragon Ball Z games, if you're a big fan of that music, you can do that. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the music that comes with this game itself. Not to mention another update you can see on the screen in front of your face right now is just the character select screen itself looks amazing. So many updates here. We have an active background going on. We got all these characters with these sweet little poses here standing up on the rocks looking sweet. Previously it was just like the characters down below and then kind of like a picture of their face up above. So this is really cool. Awesome little update there. We have some updates to the home screen, just an overall revamp of how everything looks. Pretty sure all the modes are the same. We can just run through those just so you know. There's arcade mode, versus mode, where you can play as a friend. This is the first build where I've actually seen them make it a point to where you can actually play with a friend. So I know that it took some finagling before if you wanted to be able to play with a friend. But now you can actually, it's actually in the build notes that you can plug in 2 controllers, set them up, and you can be able to play. Now this build also I think supports controller right out of the gate. I already had my controller hooked up, but I was talking to Rhymestyle, and he said that he plugged his controller in and it just works straight away, and he didn't really have to update it. Now obviously you can customize the buttons to make the buttons be you know, whatever layout you want. So that piece is still there if you want to update all that kind of stuff, but you can play with the controller. I've always played with the controller, but I think it's easier to hook that up now, so that's really cool because I know a lot of people prefer to play with the controller. But the modes we have: arcade mode, versus mode, team arcade, team versus, team co-op, survival mode, survival co-op, training, watch, and then of course the options, which are pretty standard. We've got all the difficulties. I know in the notes that says they're still working on some of the AI, so the AI, all the kinks there aren't quite worked out yet, but I know they are working on it. So you know, the AI is pretty good. In the past it's just been, I think the thing that has been, for me at least, the biggest problem with it is that the difficulty level as you play through the arcade mode, like whatever you set this difficulty to, in my opinion, I've never really noticed that much of a difference. But when you would play in the arcade mode, it would just get drastically harder as you played. So I think what they're working on is trying to balance out the characters, make the AI a little bit more balanced, make it more of a balanced progression as you go through the arcade mode and you get to the different characters later in arcade mode. So I think they're working on that kind of stuff. So those updates are still being worked on as well. So let's just go. Let's dive into arcade mode here. Take a look at the fight. Frieza, now that he's finished, he might be my new favorite character in this new build. We got Frieza versus Goku here. Frieza is amazing. He has sadistic mode, and look at this. He has the best intros and outros, I think. I mean, look at this. It takes forever. It's like a 1-minute intro, but look how cool it is. Oh my gosh. He just transforms all the way into his final form. There's our boy right there. Your new god has arrived. So how freaking cool is that? So just everything in general, you know, is updated. Everything is tighter. Everything is smoother. I don't even know if they made updates to this or if it's just me being ecstatic about having the game. The controls feel tighter. Everything just feels better. I mean, the update is huge. It feels like an update. It doesn't feel like one of those things where they were just like, here's the new version of the game. I mean, you can really tell that that they put a ton of work into the game, and so it's a ton of fun. Okay, I'm getting my stuff stomped out right here. Oh great, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. That'll be easier than normal Goku. Look at this. Oh, so funny. Like, Frieza's intros and stuff are just fantastic, man. But it's just a super solid update. Everything is great. Everything runs super smooth, and I'm so excited to have a new build, and I can't wait for the 3 new characters to come out. So I think I've covered all the updates here. If you want to download the game, I will have the information in the description below. There are download links on the announcement video that they put up yesterday on that channel. So those will be there. I'll also try to put the direct download links in the description below as well, so we can. It's so hard to talk and fight at the same time, so you guys can find those as easy as possible. And then, as I said, there will be another link in the description below, so you can find out how to add Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta to the game to be playable characters if you would like. They are just a different color palette. They're not like actually new characters with different movesets and stuff like that, but they do look really cool. So it's cool to actually have them redone. So that was Frieza's sadistic mode, by the way, and he can do some really sweet, swanky, friggin' sweet moves. He has the Supernova, which is baller as F. It basically just wrecks everything. Also another crazy long animation, but it's really, really cool. Just everything all around has been updated. Everything is really, really great. The fact that this is a free, fan-made Dragon Ball Z fighting game that is one of the best Dragon Ball Z games I've ever played still blows me away to this day. I've been playing this game for a while now. I've done tons of videos on my channel, covered a bunch of stuff for it, and I'm just super excited for the new build to get back into the game, start playing it some more. And I'm just a huge congrats to the team, to Balthazar, and everyone else that's worked on the game. I know there's several people that work on the sprites, and several people that work on like character design and all that kind of stuff. So huge shout out to all the people who've worked on the game and all that kind of stuff. So definitely check it out. I mean, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you're gonna love it. If you're probably just a fan of fighters, you're gonna love it because the fighting is actually really tight. There's a lot of different combos and stuff you can pull off. You can do some searches on some different Hyper Dragon Ball Z combos that people have come up with or pulled off. I mean, it's really, wow, that was incredible. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with the game. So definitely check it out. If you're as excited for this new build as I am, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. If it's your first time stopping by my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Definitely check out the information in the description below about the game. Go show your support, like their Facebook page, share their videos, do all that kind of stuff, because we want as many updates to this game as we can, and so we want to show them as much love and as much support as possible. So definitely just go tell them how much of a great job they're doing and how much you appreciate it. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I will talk to you in the next video. Later.